just waiting for it to catch up. As soon as it does, I'll go back into that. Okay, here we go. So, like I said, the point I'm getting at is tonight, and I picked this day on purpose. Um, and I wanted to watch how you guys came on to the call. And like I said, I heard TVs, I hear other conversations, I hear all sorts of things going on. I know it's just coming to a meeting, but every person on this call and every person that will watch this video, there's always a time in your life that there's a particular time that you need to pay attention. Turn off the TVs, turn off the distractions, put the kids outside or to bed, whatever you need to do, you need to pay attention. The next 2 weeks is your 2 week orientation. I need you to listen to what I'm saying to you. It should tell you everything you want to know. The next 2 weeks is your 2 week orientation. I had a very interesting phone call with the programmer, the developer, and a few other people that are actually working on this project pro bono. The software is not paid for yet. I understand it's tight around the collar for everybody. But they are continuing the work, and I just have a standing bill for the balance. So, again, I say to you, this is your 2 week orientation. When we get to Q&A, I'm going to ask if you know what that means. Don't open up and answer the question now. That conversation that I had went over 6 points about the software and its capabilities. These points you will see in the back office. Each one of them has its own pointer. I suggest you read it from top to bottom. It is not hard information. It is not a book. I know some people don't like to read, and I get it. But I ask a question again. Are you making $6,000 or $7,000 a day? $3,000 a day? Are you? If you're not, then you need to read it. Point number 2 is information that you input. And I talked about this. These guys were talking about it. And I was like, wow, this is deja vu. But they said explicitly, and they lingered on it for a little bit. It almost got annoying to me because I was saying the same things, but they're telling me like I didn't know to say this to you. Data means everything. Say that to yourself. Data means everything. And that's exactly what it means. What you put in, I can't control. What you type when you're typing the information, I can't fix it. I can't sit right there with you and say, click the G, click the H, click the T. I can't do that. I don't know the name of your street. I don't know how it's spelled. I don't know your email address. It's your email address. Data is that kind of information. Email address, phone numbers, mailing address, social security number, and on and on and on. When you sign up, you are going to be using vital information. It will be held on a professional server, not mine. Your information goes where the money goes. Okay? I had some people say already, well, I don't like putting my social security number out. Fine. Find something else to do because you need to put it in here. Okay? So if that's an issue, your social security number, you're going to have to put that in there. Your true and real mailing address, some people are hiding. I get it. If you did something bad and you need to hide, you need to hide. But you got to put it in there. Things will be mailed to you from A Promise Delivered, from Team Royal, from me. If you send it to wherever, whoever you're hiding from, and you send it somewhere else, guess what? That's where it's going to be. So I suggest to you, use your correct and real information. When you come on the call late, please mute. Don't wait for me to mute you. That's called etiquettes. This information that you're going to be putting in is your job. I have talked about this before, and I have made statements on it numerous times. What you put in there is what's going to be in there. Don't ask me to fix it because I won't be able to. When this kicks off, I will not have time to sneeze, much less go fix something that you typed in. Take your time, double check, triple check, and then ask somebody else to double check and triple check it to make sure it says Ralph Street. Sometimes we get a little lazy. We're used to saying Ralph Street. And you might type Ralph Street. I don't know. It's Ralph. The mailman or mail lady is not going to know Ralph Street. Okay? So data is everything. As you already know, the additional software that has been placed onto A Promise Delivered is AI. Yes, AI. It doesn't play. So whatever you tell it, guess what? Without a shake, without a shiver, it's done. So if you send it to Jamaica and you live in Kansas, guess what? Jamaica's going to enjoy all the stuff that you were supposed to get. If you call me, here comes the apple tree switch, and you say, I didn't get that. How come everybody else got that and I didn't? I'm going to ask one question. Did you put your mailing address in it? Well, see, when I was such and Hody Win, I had to put this because I was looking for. I don't want to hear that. They're enjoying your stuff. Have a great day. Sorry, I'm going to have to be a little stern because we're all adults, except for my babies on Saturday, and some of them are no longer babies. But my point is, once I launch, you're on your own. You'll have all your instructions. You will have everything you need if you read it and watch the video. Notice I said read it and or watch the video. The back office has video. If you're incapable of reading, and I understand, it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you can't read, you can't read. Click the play button and listen. It's going to explain what's being read. But some people like to read things, some people like to listen to things, some people like to look at things. All three sensories will be handled in that back office. You're going to see it, you're going to hear it, and you're going to read it. Why? Because I'm going fishing. Okay? I'm not going to be here in front of this computer 24/7. The job that I have to do with linking and 3x3, I can do from anywhere in the world. But what I can't do is sit on this explaining how to do something. I won't do it. Okay? So if you have a problem with reading, listening to a video, watching a video to get information so that you can make $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 a day, and you don't want to do it, I can't help. I can't help. I won't. Ain't none of y'all wearing diapers, and I'm not changing it if you do. Okay? You're adults. I need you to take it and run with it. Help somebody. Be me for a change. Instead of calling me, be me. I've gone over this information enough times, you should know it. It's not going to be difficult, really. It's not like you have to do a whole lot of work. I believe I asked everyone to have 4 email addresses, brand new ones. How many of you actually did it? Are they on paper? Do you have the passwords to it? Have you logged into it? Do you know it's a working email? I asked that, I think, probably a month ago, or at least the last call we had. It's been almost a month. For those who can afford them, did you get your wallet? Did you get your cold storage? Did you get your crypto debit card? Did you look into the information that was sent twice with a ton of cards and ton of things for you to go look for yourself? What did I hear? Oh, I didn't get that email. Did you look in spam? No, I didn't look in spam. Oh, I looked in spam. It's not there. So data is important that you put it in correctly. If you put it in incorrectly, Don't call me. Don't do it. Because I'm asking you politely, respectfully, take your time, read it a couple of times before you put something in the box. When you put it in the box, look at it on the screen to make sure there's no commas, no spaces. You know how to spell your name. I know how to spell my name. Some of you don't know how to spell my name. Exact point. You know how to spell your name. Put it in the box. And I apologize that I'm going through this like this, but I have to because, like I said, 2-week orientation. That should be vividly clear what I'm saying to you. And I don't want any mistakes. I don't want to have to call you and ask, what is this? Why is this in the box? Or you calling me, I didn't get an email. Remember me saying that a promise delivered is going to email you on an occasional basis? And some of these emails will have bonuses in them. They might have a trip. They might have anything in there. And it will be time sensitive. So if you miss it, it dies. It's gone. Don't call and ask, well, I was, whatever reason, I didn't get to click on it. That's okay. Live life because it'll come around again or something else will be next time. You missed that one. And I know I'm going to hear, well, what if I'm on the airplane? You're not going to be on the airplane for 24 hours where you can't check an email, right? That plane got to come down out the sky to put some fuel in it. 9 times out of 10, there's internet available. Go look, check your email. Bing, 2 clicks, you can see. Right? What if I'm in the bathroom? Stop. Okay? You need to check your email on a regular basis, period. It's up to you whether you get it or not. That's up to you. If you miss them, you miss them. There is no do-over. Okay, when that email comes, it's going to have a time stamp on it. If you don't do what you're supposed to do in the time allotted for that email, forget about it. Just delete it. I'm not going to babysit that. That is a blessing to you from me. You get it? You get it. You don't? You don't. Okay? Do not call about those emails. All right, moving on. Point number 3. Point number 3 is everyone is going to be required. Now, this is important that you pay attention to what I'm saying to you. Step 4 is a $398 subscription to Team Royal. Team Royal is currently doing things to help people or get people to sign up because they don't have what I have, what you have. Alan, your line is open.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
when you come to step 4, it's $398, period. You're going to hear, or I'm going to tell you right up front that Team Royal, like I said, is running a special for a period of time where they are deducting 200, I think it's 198 total for other people. Listen to what I'm saying to you. other people that they're trying to get signed up has a $200 discount. We don't. Period. Don't ask. Don't come to me saying, "Oh well, where's the $200 going?" It's going to the bread basket. Period. But our sign up on step 4 is $398. I hope that is bloodly clear. No exception. It's $398. Period. What they do over there to try to get people to come in is their thing. Our stuff is etched in stone. It's etched in stone. So there will be no, well, can I have the 200? No, absolutely not. It goes to the breadbasket. Period. Because eventually they're going to say, "Oh, okay, the sale is over. Now it's back up to, 100 and whatever, 398." See, we're going to stay on course. Whatever they do is what they do. A promise delivered has its own rules. Period. Has nothing to do with Team Royal, has nothing to do with anybody else. The design of a promise delivered is set up to participate at peak point. So compensation is maxed, right? So if you're coming in and doing what you're supposed to do, you receive the max compensation from Team Royal. Do you want half compensation? No one wants to get half paid, right? So we're not going to do half stuff, because I know it was discussed. There's some of you that are already in Team Royal and you're going to their calls and hearing what they're doing over there. Like I said, what they do is what they do. What we do is what we do. And we're going to participate at the peak level, period. So that you're compensated at the peak point. All right? Real simple. Number 4, I only got a couple more to go. Number 4, step 1 through step 12, the entire A Promise Delivered system is digital. There's no more cash. That's over. It was too difficult to run 2 different styles of compensation on a single platform. You're either going to go all the way with one or all the way with the other. You can't do both. That takes money. We don't have that. We're having trouble paying for the software that we got. All right. When we do the custom, you're talking $100,000 and up for custom software that can do both compensations in a single platform, because you're paying for that. We don't have that. Okay. We have AI. And that means step 1 through 12 is digital. Hence the reason for a wallet, the reason for crypto debit card, the reason for a wallet or a bank, digital. The reason to be able to use your phone. Two-week orientation, y'all. You have any idea what that means? Point number 5. Point number 5 is this. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Y'all know what that is? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Some of you know what this means, some of you don't. I'll tell you, it's called talking out the side of your neck. You want to destroy a promise delivered? Go ahead with that. All you have to do is repeat what you see on the website that I'm going to launch very shortly, the next day or so, or just send them there. The overview of a promise delivered is on that page. At the bottom of that page is a form that you fill in. First name, last name, phone number, email address. Does that sound like hard information for you to put into a box? Do you need a tutor to make sure you type it right? I'm picking on you for a reason. If y'all could have saw that spreadsheet, you know why I'm saying the things I'm saying. Commas for dots, space between your name and the at sign, zero for the .com, not the O, a zero. How do you do certain things like that? Trying to be Miss Typist or Mr. Typist. The zero and if you look on the keyboard, the zero and the O are right there together. You call yourself looking at the screen typing. You see a round object jumping in there, you think you got the O. That's zero. There is no dot zero or C0M. It's not going to go anywhere. That's not .com. That's .C0M. And the computer's going to be like, huh? No can compute. Not. And then I get, oh, I'm not getting your email. I wonder why. It's a zero, not O. You know how hard that was to find? Because I'm looking at it. I'm like, I see .com. But when you put on some glasses, when you get a little older, you got to put on some glasses. And you take a closer look and you see that O is kind of round, not oval. Something don't look right. Then you put it in an email to send an email and it turns red. Well, what in the world is wrong with it? I looked and I looked. Something said retype.com. Email went right through. Look at your keyboard. The zero and the O are right next to each other. It's mistakes like that that will cause problems. So if you are going to not listen to what I'm asking of you this evening, don't look forward to making anything. Because if your information is incorrect, you're not going to receive information. You're not going to be put into a system. You can't be notified of anything because it's not going anywhere. I'm not going to fix it. I'm asking you to put it in correctly the first time. 2-week orientation, y'all. Last point, and I'm gonna go to Q&A. The last point is big. It's very big. So I need you to be still for a minute and listen. As you know, a promise delivered is going to come out the door international. Wait a minute. You didn't hear me. is coming out the door. Day one, it will be international. Day two, it goes on 3 networks that are international. Three networks. Day three, there's a 7-day hookup here. Day three, I'm going to turn it over to 3 people that have been patiently waiting for me to say certain words. These 3 people have 3,000 plus in their groups. I'm going to let you sit and cook on that for a minute. So I asked you, if we're international, day one, day two, we are on 3 major networks that are worldwide. Day three, 3 people receive their links that have 3,000 plus people in their network, that have countless other people in their networks, and so on and so forth. So, point 6, like I'm telling you, is heavy. You either are going to be in front of that or behind it. Either way, you're going to make out, because remember, like I said, there is no first, there is no last. This is the way it was designed. How many of us participated in programs? The first people to find out about it go in, they go get all the cycles or whatever, get everything. You find out about it a year later. There's 10,000 people in it, and you join. What happens? Put on the brakes. You ain't going nowhere. We done been through that, because there's a first and a last in those. The first people to find out about it made all the money. The last ones to find out about it, usually us. Did you hear about what? Oh, really? How do I get started? Just sign up. Sound familiar? Now you got to get 3 people. Huh? That's the late ones. The early ones, you had to get 6, 8 people. You had to get the whole group to make yourself cycle. Will you hear that here? No. Will you have to go find people to do what you need to do here? No. When you hear about it a month from now, what position will you be in first? How sweet is that? A year from now, what position will you be in first? How is that possible, Mr. Lewis? If everybody was before me, how can I be first? You don't need to know that. I already know it. I'm telling you that's what it is. It's already been proven. Everybody's going to want this. So all I can say is enjoy it until they figure out how to steal it. That's all I can say. I'm going to do everything I can possible to protect it as much as possible by not talking about how it works. So if you're one of those people that just have to know, well, how does it work? Don't ask that question. Don't ask. If you go to Walmart, this is my favorite analogy to this. It's, let's say you got, you're trying to do laundry and you need some detergent. Oh, I got to go to Walmart to get some detergent, right? Go get your keys, get your wallet, jump in the car, go get the detergent. Come back, go to the laundry room, wash the clothes, right? Your objective was to wash the clothes. You needed some detergent, so you went and got it. Where in that scenario did you need to know how the transmission works in the car to go get the laundry? Who did you ask in between the laundry room, Walmart, and back to the laundry room? Who did you talk to find out how the transmission works in your car that got you there and back? Did you ask anyone? If you think about it, it's funny. That's why I use it. You never even thought about the transmission, much less how it works. Same thing here. Your objective is to have your bills paid, right? To have finances on top of finance, to finally be able to say, I don't have to run and go do 20 hours, 40 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours, 2 jobs, 2.5 jobs, borrow money, using credit cards to pay credit cards, selling off stuff, right? You will have the opportunity to take care of all your finances in royal fashion as long as you follow the instruction, right? The objective, that is the objective, to be financially secure. On the other side of that, to get healthy, don't forget the products. There's a ton of products. Take your pick. It's all going to be there, and some will be added as we go on. Yours truly has products. It's called tapping. Me. You have access to me. In a recording, unless it's something severe, I may come to you. So that's what is happening. The software that I seen and was delivered to me to go through it, to go through the back office, to check things. There's stuff in there that we don't even need, but it's there because AI ain't no joke. It's going to make sure you have stuff on top of stuff so that you have everything you need. And it's sweet. Trust me. So I've hit all my points. I have put out information. Now I want to see if you were listening. Or were you building an igloo in the backyard while this conversation was going on? Are you going to ask questions that need to be asked because time is short? 2-week orientation.
I have a question, Montalvo.
Go right ahead.
You talked about the groups of 3,000 or more coming in. Has the system been drastically tested for crashing?
Yep.
Okay.
AI.
Well, I know some servers can't handle too many people coming in. They just
AI.
crash. Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. That it handles things way better. It will literally slow down the data because it's putting the data in. So it knows how to manipulate the entry so that everybody can come in. I don't want them to come in too fast because, like I said, I still have a job to do. Remember the 3 under 3 under 3? That's me. Ain't no
Yeah.
software for that.
Yeah.
That's me. So I don't want them coming in 6,000 people in a minute. No, no. The
Okay.
turnaround time, I think, is going to be about 35, maybe 40 minutes per person.
Okay. That's all I have. Have a great night. I got to hit the sack. 4 o'clock comes early.
Yes, it does.
Good
I
night.
have a question, please.
Yes.
Okay, I need to ask Rhonda a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rhonda, I know you sent me my email, but I'd like to know, I know Ron Thomas said he was gonna send a link out for we to sign up for, with, in order so we can be able to get our Gmail. Did you send that link out? Cause I didn't get it.
No, that's not been sent yet. I can answer that one.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, 'cause I know she sent me mine. I just wondered, did I miss it? Okay.
No. No one's got it. Still working on it.
Matavo, you said that the next couple of weeks gonna be orientation. How many nights a week would that be?
It may pick up because of what I was told and what I have at my fingertips. The new schedule of calls is going to be sent out. I don't even know yet. I have to.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Will part of the training be the back office?
Yes.
Montal, this is Karen. Will the part of the 2-week orientation will it be recorded because I work night?
Everything I do is going to be recorded until I get off of here.
Okay, thank you. Very excited.
Hey, Montalvo, it's Valon. I didn't get your last email. I've been getting all your emails up until this point, but the very last one you sent out, I didn't get it, and I checked my spam and everything. So can I just text you when the call is over? Because I don't want to take up too much time on here.
No, what's going to happen is I'm getting ready to send out a website. It's a landing page. On that page is where you're going to put in 4 brand new email addresses. 4.
I got one more question. As far as Team Royal goes, what's the minimum age for someone to join?
Team Royal minimum age is 16, I think.
Okay.
Because I can check again. I think you can go even lower than that, but it's a guardianship type thing.
Gotcha.
But I'll find out. I do have to ask that question because we got a few in the kids' corner that would be, that I would love to have in that Team Royal along with us. And I know
Okay. Okay, when you find out, can you let us know on the next call?
Yeah, on the next Kids Corner call
Thank you so much.
or the next update call.
Hi, Muntavo. My name is Jay, and I have a question regarding the 4 new email addresses. Can you hear me?
I can.
Great. Okay. The 4 new email addresses, I know that Google allows you to put a dot to change the email address, but you could still have it sent to that email, to one email. Is your system allowing that, or do we have to have totally different letters for a new email address?
So here's the thing with the multiple emails. They are for specific positions in Team Royal. They're more or less placeholders, so you should be fine with that. But they have their own set of rules. That's why I said it's probably best to just create 4 separate emails.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hey, Matavo. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Matavo, this is piggybacking on the email. Initially you said we needed 5, 1 for a promise delivered and 4 for Team Royal. So
That's
it
correct.
does that. Okay,
5.
so okay, thank you.
Right. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, Matavo. Yeah, speaking again about the email, the Gmails. As I was trying to get new emails, I noticed like they only allow me to get 1 new email per telephone number. So I wasn't able to get 4 new ones, but I do have some Gmail addresses that haven't hardly been used. So is that okay? And I always have them forwarded to my main Gmail.
Like I said, it's up to you. This part is all about you guys. Okay? The information that you don't want to miss is coming from a promise delivered. So
Right. Mm-hmm.
the other 4 emails are just placeholders to identify a position. Okay? So there's nothing coming from them. The one that you use for a promise delivered is the one that you want brand new, no other interference, because you don't want to miss those emails.
Yeah, I have that. I have 1 for that.
And you're good.
Okay, Montavo, if you already have a position in Team Royal, I would just submit 2 email addresses.
You would, depending on how you are in there, if you
I'm
have
in there,
just the
but
one,
yeah, I don't have the outside person yet, though.
right? So you need 3 email
3.
addresses.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Montavo, it's Margaret speaking.
Yes, ma'am.
How easy will it be for me to manage my other person's account in Team Royal, seeing that we're both in different parts of the world? Do you think that'll pose any problems?
No.
Okay, so
Let me explain how Team Roll is going to work. Once you are in there, the only thing you have to do, or not even really have to do, the only thing you're going to be doing in Team Royal is going through the back office and choosing the services that are available that you can use. So you would be using the ability to purchase precious metals. They're coming out with some more international things because they're not 100% international, but precious metal purchase makes them international. So that then allows you to participate in that other situation. So as far as Team Royal is concerned, all you would be doing is using the services in the back office. Okay.
right.
So it's
So
not
do we,
nothing you'd have to do unless you purchase something and they send it.
no. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Montavo.
Now,
When you
hold
said,
on. Now, Margaret,
Yes.
a promise delivered is different. So these email addresses that you're going to create for her, you need to be able to log in and take a peek. That's the
Yes.
only difference.
Right. Yes, well, she has given me access to one of her other ones, her promise delivered email, so she can do the same for these ones. She's already made them, so she just needs to grant me
Access.
Access to them. Yes,
Correct.
thank you very much. That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Queenie.
oh yeah, the Team Royal and the Promise Deliver. Since I'm already in Team Royal, so I won't have, would it be connected, would it be connected with Promise Deliver? Would I have to go back into Team Royal to do anything? Okay,
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
operate.
you're gonna create some more positions with Team Royal from A Promise Delivered. It's all explained in step 4.
Okay.
That's that 398 you just heard me talking about.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you about too.
Yeah, it's going to explain what you do, and the amount is just enough to take care of that the first time, the second time, the third time, or however many that you need to do. Those who are already participating with Team Royal would have to do it 3 more times. Those who have not ever participated with Team Royal would be doing it twice with 4 new emails.
You give me lost when you said that.
Don't worry. For you and maybe 6 other people, I'm going to, like I said, I'm coming to you. But I
Okay.
have to have it launched first and know that I have some funds in the bank so I can travel. I'm coming to you.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I help you out with the fun.
You won't have to. That's why I'm waiting for it to be launched. So Promise Delivered will send me to you.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds great.
Okay, Montalvo, I just want to be clear on this. Okay, so I have that I have that one position with Team Royal, but I don't have the outside person. So you said to send 3 email addresses. So would step 4 take care of the outside person on that position that I have already? Is that how that works?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what you would do is on that outside it would be the 398. Well, not actually 398. It would just be the outside spot,
Uh-huh.
which it'll be broke down on step 4
Okay.
for those who are already participating with Team Royal and those who are not.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Matavo, I have another question about Team Royal.
Mhm.
I had a spot about a year ago. I've been out of it for about a year. So does that qualify me as being a new person or a new person? Okay,
You would be
thank you.
coming in fresh. You would do 2 positions.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Matavo, can you hear me, Matavo?
Yes, I can.
Greetings. Quick question about the emails. Is that exclusively for Gmail accounts, or can I don't want to confuse nobody here. Can I use Proton Mail?
Proton, you should be okay. Just make sure to whitelist Team Royal and A Promise Delivered.
Okay. What about people who are on Social Security? It surpassed the amount of money that you receive Social Security. They need to call the Social Security company, correct?
You need to call them and find out what you can have. Now, that's at the very beginning. I do believe that is all going to be removed, but that's a different conversation.
Call your Social Security company, though, correct?
Yes,
Thank you, sir. You're doing a great job, too.
appreciate it. Next question quickly, please. 4 o'clock comes quick.
Yeah, Montalvo.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just clarity on the APD email. I had created one like probably 2 months ago. I mean, it's been in use, the new one. So that means I have to create a brand new one.
I would.
Already. Okay. That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you're one of these people that, you have your own email and you stay on it, like, there's no more than 5 or 6 emails in that email box, you should be okay. But if you're like me or some people, I'll just pick on me. Montavo1@gmail.com receives 600 emails a day. 600. 21 Day Help was one of my email addresses. it receives 1,500 emails a day, every day. So when you send me an email to Montalvo1@gmail, 9 times out of 10, I'll never see it. Because it goes in there and there's stuff coming behind it and it pushes it down, pushing it down, it's pushing it, stuff coming all night, all day. See, when you put your information out on these calls, what's your phone number? It's this. There's people that listen to the number and put the number into stuff. There's people that listen to the email address and put it into stuff. I'm getting emails from stuff I don't even mess with. And I know where it's coming from. People listen to the call, they hear an email address, they stick it in places. That's why I hated giving it out, but it's too late now, it's out there. That's why I try not to ask people's email address during a call because it's recorded. Go right ahead. Carla?
I'm sorry. No, cancel my thing here. I didn't mean to hit it.
All right. Any other questions?
I have a quick question. I just want to ask if anyone has a crypto card that they're using and they're located in the US, can you post it in the chat? The only reason I asked is because I have CoinZone, but they're coming out with a new card and I won't have it until the fall. And Juno is coming out with a new card. So I have to wait. Yeah, a lot of people are. So who has an active card that they're currently using right now?
Which one?
No, does someone in the US have an active crypto card that they're currently using?
An active crypto card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using Ultimo.
Ultimo? Okay.
I'm using crypto.com, the blue card. This is Karen.
Thank you, ladies.
I'm using Spritz
I'm
and
using
Crypto.com.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
using
I use
Coinbase.
Spritz too. Spritz is
Coinbase.
good.
So Spritz has an actual card that I can get?
No, not yet. It's just right now it's virtual, but I like what their features they have. They have higher amounts as far as using your crypto. They have a higher limit, and I like that they have an off ramp where you could send some to your bank account.
Okay. I'm not gonna take up too much time on this call, but if you guys can post it in our group, that will be helpful. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Yes, Montalvo.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Theo. Had a question about Team Royal. The email part from the original, should I keep that one or do I need to change that and go into the back office and put the Royal Team email in?
Is your position active?
Yes, sir.
You would just be adding to it. That one's still active, so it's still doing what it's supposed to. You're just going to add the outside with a new email address and a whole fresh new position and another outside. So
all
three
right.
emails that you will need 3 email addresses.
All right, so I will need 3. Okay, and then my other question is for that link that we will get to put the new fresh, well, let me get this correct. You said when we go out to the Google and put in a new email, that email will be like updates. Is that correct?
Right. So what I want, I'm going to change that again so that we're not like going bananas with these emails. The only email address I want is a promise delivered email address that you're going to put in there.
Okay,
Don't
so
put the
that's
T
the,
Royals in there. Just the promise delivered, because that's the one you need to be able to see stuff coming in.
okay, okay. All right, and then that's the one we'll use when going out and signing up and getting started.
Yep. Yep.
Got you. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. So again, when I send it out, I'll put it in the email and all that. I only want one email from everybody. The one that you're joining a promise delivered with, because that's the one that's going to receive the emails from a promise delivered.
Okay, excellent.
Not the Team Royal stuff. That's totally separate anyway. They're two different entities.
And will you have, as when that time comes, fourth step, will there be there information on how to make that transition going
yeah.
into Team Royal?
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's all explained.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I've been working on it too.
4 o'clock come off early, so we ought to end this.
Yes, sir. You are correct. There will be another update call, so don't worry.
Matava, I just have one more question. This is Karen again. So is it okay for me to sign up my daughter and manage her account? Put all her information in? Or we could still need to speak with her?
Oh yeah, nothing has changed. The only thing I'm giving you right now is where we're at. But I'm going to talk to everyone that comes into a promise delivered.
Wow. You're gonna do a lot of talking.
That's right.
All right.
If I don't protect it, are you?
Oh, I will definitely protect it. I'm gonna mama bear this.
How can you protect it?
Well, I'm definitely not gonna speak ill about it. I'm just gonna speak about it when it's necessary. I'm not going to.
Right.
I'll protect as much as I can.
There you go. That's all I'm saying, and that's all I'm going to. Once we launch, then the protection goes into the software itself, the security. But as far as the first group of people, the first nucleus of people that are in this system, I'm going to talk to them.
All right.
Gustavo is the gatekeeper.
That's it. That's it. I have to make sure it's right so that the nucleus carries everybody else. So if my core group of start is solid, the rest will stay solid.
Montalvo, I have another question. I just want to confirm something you said on a previous call. When we make our payment to join a promise delivered and we send it from our wallet, let's say if we're using Bitcoin, when we withdraw, we have to use that same exact wallet?
No.
Okay.
When you withdraw, you send it where you want it. I have no control over that part. It's the address you put in there is where it's going.
Okay, we have to use the same address at first to withdraw from, and then we can change it later?
No, when you join, okay, that's one thing. That goes to the company. I don't even see that. When you make a withdrawal from the back office, it's going to ask you to put in the N address, not your or the first one that you use. It's going to ask for an address. You could be pushing it over here to your Tangent. You could be pushing it to your telephone, whatever you got in there. You could be pushing it to your Web3, Trezor Safe. You could be pushing it to your crypto debit card. Whatever address you put in that box is where it's going, minus the fee.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Vibration.
Thank you, everybody.
Vibrations.
It was informative.
Night.
Yes.
Vibrations.
Take it serious.
Vibration.
Thank you, Montalvo, and vibrations to you as well, and family.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you very
so
much,
much, Ms.
Montalvo.
Howell.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Have a good evening.
Vibrations.
Thank you.
Vibrations. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank
Good
you.
night, good night.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you and good
Good
night.
night, everyone, and thank you very
Good
much,
night.
Matavo. Very informative, very informative.
Good night.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Montalvo.
Big money back.
Thank you, Montalvo. Good night, family.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.